Hello, my name is Dr. Rick Beal, and I work for Terra Science and Education. And today I'm going to talk about ecological engineering. Now, imagine you have wastewater from a town and you want to clean it up, so you send it to a waste treatment plant. It might go through primary, secondary, and tertiary treatment. That takes a lot of infrastructure, a lot of fossil fuels, a lot of chemicals. But what if you use ecological engineering? So in ecological engineering, the wastewater might go through primary treatment to get rid of some of the big pieces, and then you would spray the wastewater on a swamp. So the microorganisms would break down the carbon molecules, and the plants would take up nitrogen and phosphorus because that's basically plant fertilizer. But in this case, the system is solar powered because it's run by plants and microorganisms, and it's also self-designed. The swamp designs itself. So in a nutshell, this is ecological engineering. It's the design of human and natural ecosystems for the benefit of both. Here's another example. This is in Malaysia. You have a golf course that uses a lot of fertilizer, which can pollute waterways, and it is right next to some rice paddies. So the rice paddies are a human designed ecosystem, and when the runoff with all the phosphorus and nitrogen fertilizer goes into the rice paddies, it's actually of benefit to that ecosystem, so you can grow more rice. Here's an example from China. This has been going on for thousands of years. If you see that row of weeds in the middle of the rice paddy, that takes up phosphorus, and those plants are harvested and used to feed pigs. And then the pig waste is used for fertilizers for the rice. So you have this system, this cycle that involves ecological engineering principles. This is an example of some projects that some students worked on with me. They are using aquaponics. So they grow fish, and the wastewater from the fish is cleaned up using algae. And then that wastewater goes into tanks to grow vegetables, basically floating plants. And then the water is recycled back through again. So this is another example of ecological engineering. And here they are weighing the fish to see how much biomass increased. You can do things on your own. So if you have some containers and you can harvest some worms from soil nearby, or order different kinds of worms like red wigglers, you can do research on your own doing composting. So here's some students. They're setting up composting bins. They're using green waste like grass clippings or mulch, and they're trying to see how fast they can not only grow worm biomass to feed the fish, but also how fast food waste from their cafeteria breaks down. And you can do this as well on your own. So here are some of the waste they use from their cafeteria, and in this case they're combining it with green waste and worms. They also used mulch. You can use all kinds of materials, paper waste, to see how well that works. And over time, they not only collected the worm biomass to see how that would change over time because the worms reproduce and grow, but also they did temperature profiles. So again, this is something you can do right in your backyard, and it can become a really nice science project for a science fair. You can change all kinds of variables, temperature, where you do it, time of year, and it really is a nice project that you can do on your own. So I hope you learned something. Thank you.